Hi there. How is everyone? Good to see you. Hello. How is everyone? Good to see you all today. All right, this is very exciting. We're going to be talking about a subject that I have been trying to avoid energetically for about a solid 25 years. Yeah, about 25 years. So, if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Galen. I go by Chef Galen. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist. I'm also a dietary health coach, and I'm also a spiritual healer. And today I am going to be talking about overcoming trauma that you have dealt with if you have been in a cult. Okay. And I know a lot of times we hear this word cult and we don't sometimes know exactly what that means. A lot of times people throw it around like it's, kind of like the word narcissistic. Like a lot of times people just throw a word around because it's a trigger word and it's a strong word and all the things. And so this is the first episode of a series that I'm going to be doing on this topic. And I'm just going to take it in strides, okay, because I know it can be very heavy for some people. And going through the healing process is very intense, okay. And also just even recognizing that that was part of something that you experienced is also extremely powerful. Okay. So, some of you all know that I have written a book called Divinely Inspired Action Reprogramming the Subconscious Mind for a Great Purpose. That's what this book is here. And then I also have a book that focuses on gut health. Okay. Um, so one of the main reasons why I wrote this book, this was after I had escaped from being in a cult. And it literally took me about 15 years to, I don't know if the word heal is the right word. It took me about 15 years I was in it for about 2 years. Um, that one specifically, although a lot of the mindsets of it had already derived, when I was in childhood. And then it just, the culture escalated to a whole nother level. And then I ended up in an environment where it was taken way, way past any kind of normality and went straight into full on emotional, mental abuse, physical, spiritual, all the things, all the things. And I'm talking about it now because I have some other students that were in my class long, long ago and that were involved in this. And now they're starting to speak about it publicly. And it really just gave me the win to be like, the time is now. The time is now. And um, so I just want you all to know that, like, if you have gone through something that was like 25 years ago and you you feel it surfacing, it's okay. It's okay because sometimes when we go through something, we have to, and it's that traumatic and that deep and that dark. And we're in a place in our life where, we're just trying to make it from one day to the next. So, as a lot of y'all know, that I've owned 4 restaurants across the country. I'm a single mama. I've got 3 babies. Well, two older girls now and a little kindergartner, little boy, right? And so sometimes we just don't have time or space to really take a step back and focus on the healing that we actually need. And there's a balance in it too, because you don't want to just stay in a place like, I mean, you don't want to just stay stuck. And a lot of us who are healers that are out there, that are go-getters, that are doing the things, and we go through something that traumatic, uh, I feel like a lot of times we just stuff it down, just for survival reasons, just because we're just trying to get through life, right? Like we're trying to put food on the table, roof over the head, trying to make an impact on other areas of life that we're in, right? We're trying to use our giftings and our callings. And then, of course, we want to have fun, right? Want to have fun in the process. So sometimes when we're dealing with abuse, and the healing and the trauma from it, sometimes we just say, we just have to get to a point where we're just like, I can't let this continue to take over my day to day, and, I still have to like live life, but I just want you to know that if you have gone through something, no matter what it is, but it was wrong and it wasn't right, and you've had that movie play in your head, and in the beginning you probably had it play over and over and over again, that movie, right? And you were just there day in and day out. You couldn't escape it. You couldn't escape that memory that was that movie. And our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference of if it just happened right then or if it happened years ago. So there is a balance in not harping on something and letting it go. But there really is another part of this, that sometimes what will happen in life, right? Not always, but just when you think you've been healed from something, God will allow it to surface. Okay, surface again, to go a little bit deeper, to actually let go of all of it, and to use your story for a greater reason and a greater purpose, right? Um, it's powerful to know that you can go through something um, so intense and so uh, brutal. You can go through something so brutal, um, but God can use it for good. God can turn it around to give hope to other people because they see that you've gone through it and you're standing strong, and you're not going to let your voice be silenced anymore. I remember when this was years ago, I thought to myself, oh, I'm going to start talking about this. I'm going to start talking about this subject matter because, I'm not the only one out there. I feel strong enough to do this. I feel like I've gone through my healing journey, far enough. But then I realized I started getting some, obviously when you put yourself out on the internet, you're always going to get people who love you and are obsessed with you, and they're right on with you in your work, and they're tracking, and the support is there. But also too, no matter who you are, you're going to get those negative, mean, nasty, gross, disgusting people who just can't wait just to put you down, and because they're in their own bondage and they see you free. And I just remember getting comments, oddly enough, from men. That's why, like, a lot of times there aren't really there's probably over the years very, very few catty women. Now, when the women are catty, they're really mean, like they're solidly mean. There's no like whispering. It's like, but it's actually the men. So gross, and you're sharing for healing, and the backlash of that, and that shut me down. Hearing all the disgusting comments about me being in this cult from men is what shut me down from really sharing the story to make an impact, for other people to find a place of healing. But it's not going to stop me anymore. Because now is the time. So I just invite you all to join me on my journey as I come here and I share daily about experiences to uplift and encourage and inspire you on the direction God has for you in your life. All right. Love you all. See you tomorrow.